My leads and that come through my pipeline cost me 25 cents each, not $25, 25 cents. And I'm going to show you how our pipeline breaks down so that we can get qualified leads at such absurdly cheap rates. My name is Mayor. I'm the founder of RevGen AI, and we run our entire cold outbound agency through Claude Code. And I'm going to break down exactly how Claude Code is helping us at every single stage, what tools it's using for us to take somebody who's completely cold on LinkedIn, has no clue who we are, into a warm inbound meeting on my calendar. So the first tool that we use is Sales Navigator. So basically, in Sales Navigator, you have different capabilities of creating searches. So basically, you can filter through job titles, seniority level, geography, and industry. And the cool one is to actually use keywords as a Boolean. So all this is things that you can actually ask Claude to help you define. And what you want to do is you want to tweak the search to make sure that it's not just high quality on the first page of results. You want to go to the last pages and actually see that consistently the whole entire list is your ICP. And you want to hit this number. The reason is you want to hit 2.5K results so that when you go to export it, you can actually export this entire search because LinkedIn only allows you to view the first 100 pages. And so automated scraping tools can only use the first 2.5K results. Now, what it usually gives you is Sales Navigator will give you very basic data. It'll give you a name, a last name, an email address, which is unverified. And usually you'll also get their LinkedIn URL and their company website. Now you can basically outreach to this person right then and there, but you're maybe not going to be able to get them to actually care about what you're saying without going out and doing a lot of research to write them a unique message. And the problem with that is that it takes a ton of time. And so the system that we have is we run all of our leads through enrichment, which basically the first half is just qualifying them. If they're not qualified, we won't waste our time with them and we'll disqualify them. But once somebody's actually qualified and meets our criteria, we'll run them through series of OpenAI prompts, which will basically go to their website and scrape information about them and define it so that what we do is we basically compile all the information about this person. So we generate a full company overview. And then from there, we can basically craft a real personalized message. So for each and every lead, for example, we can craft a unique angle, a special detail about them, about how they're approaching things, their ICP, their industry, even their clients' problems that they solve, right? And so basically, what happens is that will turn into actual sequences that we send out. So let me see if I can find an example here. Let's just go into here. So let me see. Okay. So basically, if we take this as an example, what we can do is basically scrape anything from their website or from their LinkedIn posts or company news about them and put that into a personalization line that actually makes them feel like we sat down and researched them specifically. And that's why we want to invite them to a meeting with us. And we're not also pitching them any just like cold email is just asking you to get on a cold meeting. What we do is we invite them to a podcast. And so we're offering them value first and we're coming across as personalized, which is why we get way better responses and way more bookings from our efforts. Another platform that we use is HeyReach, which is automated LinkedIn. And by the way, I'll leave links so that you can grab free trials to these softwares because they're amazing. All of them connect with Claude Code via MCP servers. And so you can run all these actions and automations on the backend through Claude Code. But basically, what it will do is it will help us, again, write a personalized message about Nancy and what she cares about so that she actually reads it, right? It will follow up with sequences. And then once they reply, Claude Code will actually go out and create a reply that's personalized based off of everything that she's already you know, said in her reply, but also everything that we have scraped on her and craft a personalized reply again about her company and the benefit of joining our podcast. From there, and by the way, this is the back end of the system. This is our reply agent. This is the one we used to use when it was just through N8N, which is this platform, which is, again, if you're not familiar, it's an automation platform where you can connect any sort of tool. And this is basically the automation that we had before we started using Claude Code. And now this is our automation that we use with Claude Code, where all it needs to do is call our specific agent to reply for that specific client. And what that does is it basically responds within 60 seconds. So from a place of not being able to reply at all because I was, not able to keep up with demand, I've created all these systems that take somebody from completely cold and writes a personalized message, books them on my calendar, and creates a prep document for my meeting with them, all automated. And it's the same system that I set up for my clients as well. And everything right now is being managed through Claude Code. And so all of our pipeline is being created through these systems, and they're only getting better. And that's really the crazy thing about this is I'm not even a coder. I learned these systems on the fly, and that's the amazing thing about the tools that we have nowadays. And to be honest, also the thing about it is that I made a lot of mistakes in this process. Like when I first started, the reason why I scrapped this whole entire crazy automation that you see right here is because of the amount of mistakes that I was making. It was reaching the wrong people. It was categorizing the message wrong, and people were complaining that I was also, just making mistakes and that it sounded automated. And so it really takes refinement of these processes and knowing how to implement them in a safe way that is testable without actually burning your brand or burning your client's brand. And so I've really figured out like how to actually implement these systems reliably. It's always a consistent process that we are improving, but this is really just like how things are able to be done these days when it comes to the sophistication of the tools that we have, and the cost is not very high. So for example, for Instantly, we're spending, I believe, $90 a month. For HeyReach, it's $60 a month. And then for N8N is completely self-hosted. So you can see how you can start to really get a large scale of outbound through these systems that are not that expensive. And if you want these systems, what I'll do is I'll leave a guide down below where you can plug that into Claude and ask it to help you install this for yourself and start creating these systems for yourself and think about how to make them work for your business. And that will basically get you jump started on the way to creating a pipeline machine that generates you your own B2B leads. And if you want us to do this for you, then I'll leave the link to apply for our podcast down below. If you're a good fit, then we'll have you on our podcast. You'll be able to experience the model for yourself because it's the exact same model that we install for our clients as well. And besides for that, I also am taking on 2 to 3 students right now for the opportunity of me coming into their business and helping them develop these systems for themselves. And so if you're interested in that, I'll also leave a link for a free call to see if you're a good fit for that. But besides for that, I hope that this helps. And I'll continue to break down these systems that we use internally. And so I'd love to hear if you have any questions or if you'd like me to dive deeper on anything else. But yeah, until then, I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.